Stampers, Diane Dimich here with DDStamps.com, and today I'm here to introduce you to my July tutorial. Sweet as a Peach is the stamp set that I used, and I also use the dies. And I wanted to show you just quickly how I have started storing my stamps and dies that coordinate together. And so inside this container is actually a magnetic sheet, and I just picked these up on Amazon. It's just it's actually has a sticky back, but I don't pull that off. Because I don't necessarily want it stuck to the sheet. But I actually store my dies in with the stamp set so that everything is together. This is a bundle, so if you choose to purchase it as a bundle with the stamps and the dies, you save 10%. This was one of my favorite suites out of the new catalog, and I could hardly wait to get my hands on it. So let me show you some of the stuff that comes in the kit for July. So you get a 6x6 square of the designer papers. They're beautiful and they're hand painted. And I will be posting a video up. Stampin' Up just did a video of the artist actually painting the papers. So they're hand watercolored, and then they make them into designer series paper. Now these normally come 12 by 12. I cut them down 6 by 6 to send in your packets of freebies, and you get the packet of freebies when you place an order with me of $50 or more. So this will be in the month of July. Everybody gets the tutorial no matter what size your order is, but those of you who post or place an order of $50 or more get the packet of goodies. So let me show you the papers, because I just think they're beautiful. They're just gorgeous. And there's something about this balmy blue with these the balmy blue with the Calypso coral. I just think it's really pretty. So those are all the peaches. And when you flip them over, you get just different kinds of backgrounds, which are really fun too. So there's that, and then you'll get cardstock in your kit. You'll have Pear Pizzazz, Balmy Blue, Whisper White, no, Basic White, and also Calypso Coral. Those are the kind, that's the cardstock that goes with it. And in mine, I actually used Pale Papaya, Calypso Coral, Pear Pizzazz, and Balmy Blue were the colors that I used for my stamping. And then I also added in some pearls, which I haven't used for a long time, and it was kind of fun to pull them out. It really made the cards, they just added a little bit to it. I'm going to show you my cards, and then I'm going to show you a couple of techniques that I did with making these cards. And so here's the first one. This one I just absolutely love. And I find it funny because it's white on white. You know, it's white. It's a white background onto a white card base. And I stamped and the flowers right onto the card base. Stamped some of the stems. And then I actually stamped and cut out some peaches to put on the top there. And I'm going to show you how I did the stamping on the peaches and the sponging on the back, which is really nothing, really very simple. Now this one, I stamped these peaches, but they're actually stamped on cardstock. So this is Pale Papaya cardstock, so you'll have that in your kit too. I'm glad I noticed that, because I need to make sure I get that in the kit. I stamped on Pale Papaya with Pale Papaya and Coastal Cabana. And then also the Pear Pizzazz on Pear Pizzazz. So it just gave it a real different look. I like that one too. This one I used flowers and peaches, and I did basically the same technique. And I'll show you how I did the shading, because it's so simple and so easy. You're going to love it. And then again, more shading, and I did some shading in the background there with the brushes, the blending brushes, which are really fun to use. And then I went in with a totally different color. So then I used the peaches again, but use the balmy blue. I just love that color. I love those colors together. And then I just went with a total different one. That's just the floral with the background papers in the balmy blue. So let me show you with a piece of cardstock. Now my dog's going to act kind of crazy right now and wants to get outside. I don't know what she thinks is happening, but so I'm going to begin by inking up my stamp with the Pale Papaya, and then I'm going to open up the Coastal Cabana and use a sponge dauber, and I just actually sponge some ink on there. Doesn't have to be perfect, and when you stamp it down, you can see where you get that two-tone look. So it's really, that's it. I mean, it's so simple, and then you can come in and you can do it on either side and as much as you want. This is going to be faded on the other side. But you can see the different looks that you get with that, just that little bit of ink sponged on there. And then what I did, sorry, with the blending brush, let me open the door for her. What I did with the blending brush is I just come in and get some color onto that brush. And then when you start, you want to make sure that you're not going with too much on there because you'll end up with blotches. And you're just going to sponge across your cardstock. I don't even know if you can tell, but it just makes it a real light blend because I'm using a light color and a real light touch. But that is what I did like on the background of this card. You can see it back there. And I also did it on the background of this card. But my favorite is the inking up the stamp and then using your sponge dauber to give some shading to your peaches so they look like real peaches. Now, another little tidbit I want to give you. I noticed this week that people are making these into plums, and they're so beautiful. I love that. And they're making these into like plums or blueberries. So there's lots that you can do with this set, even though it looks like a peach. It can be a plum with Blackberry Bliss. It's beautiful. So if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, you may want to do that. I also have a virtual club that is a 6-month commitment. You place an order with me for 6 months consecutively, and at the end of that, you'll get 10% back in Hostess rewards for your orders. So if you haven't signed up for that, go check it out on my website at www.DDStamps.com. Thanks, and I hope you all have a great July. It's hard to believe it. Summer is here, and before you know it, it will be gone. I am sending out catalogs this month for Christmas, all the fall holidays. So they'll be coming out in July with the celebration, which is going to start in August and September. So Stampin' Up! Is going to do a second celebration this year. There's some really cute, fun things in there too. So watch for that. If you placed an order with me in the last year, you will get a catalog. And if you need a catalog, you don't have another demonstrator, and you want to get one of those, contact me and let me know, and I'll get one sent out to you. Lots of information for July. So thank you, and watch for an event, maybe a Facebook Live or a YouTube Live. I'm trying to figure out my camera situation. My computer updated and my camera doesn't work quite right with it, but I'll get that figured out. So take care, and I hope you have a great month. Bye.